Welcome to our contact staff tutorial on the neck wrap stall.
What's up, Flomies? This is Jesse Hart of Full Circle Phenomenal. Thank you for joining us here on the Sacred Flow Art channel. Please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share these tutorials. We'll be bringing you 2 new tutorials on 6 varying props and always growing more every single week. Today, we are in San Jose, Costa Rica, taking a couple months to tour around the country here, do some gigs, and then move on to Panama, where we'll be heading over the ocean to South America. Be sure to follow along our journey by searching Unite the World Firsthand, or look up my YouTube channel in the video description below. Today I have a basic stall tutorial for you in order to learn what it's like to maneuver the staff around your body without using your hands, as this will be something that we'll really enjoy doing if you're going to be getting into contact staff. We'll begin with a quick couple-minute warm-up in order to steepen our learning curve and decrease our injury potential before moving on. Please take some time to invest in your breath and body, as that is your original props, and you'll be able to master whatever props outside of your body that much easier. All right, let's begin.
All right, let's begin by putting down the staff, getting our breath and body warmed up. Starting first with your neck, exhale as you rotate it down, inhale as you lift it up. Careful not to crunch those vertebrae as you look up or lean your head back. More, lift your head up away from your shoulders. And then reverse. Still exhaling down, inhaling up, breathing in through the nose, out the mouth, and just creating some space and energy into all those different areas. And then looking left and right over each shoulder, inhaling over one shoulder, exhaling over the other. It's going to be a lot of movement here. We want to make sure that our body is nice and loose and energized. Let's go into the shoulders now. Inhale, move the shoulders forwards and up, scrunching up to the ears. Exhale, back and down. Do a few times in one direction, and then let's reverse direction. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, forwards and down. Breathing in the nose to cultivate more energy and awareness, out the mouth for more relaxation and ease. Now let's get into the arm and shoulder, rotating big circles with the arms, inhaling up, exhaling down. Focusing on expanding that side body and lifting, then reverse direction. Moving still with the breath, unifying with the body. Once you've finished with one arm, let's go into the other arm. Think about moving the shoulder away, creating space in the elbow joint. At the same time, on that exhale, get your body to relax as much as possible, and then inhale and add the tension, add the stress manually. This is going to help very much with adapting to your prop. Now, just relax the whole arms and let's twist out the spine, letting the arms flop to either side. Shake out the arms, shake out the body, and let's pick up the staff. Now, the first thing that you're going to want to be able to get comfortable with is just holding it on your shoulder with the arm raised. Notice how it creates a nice little dip right there, and if you've got the middle of your staff in there, it should balance very easily, and you should be able to turn left and right fairly comfortably without the staff falling off of your body. So get used to this muscle memory, and then of course going to the other shoulder, doing the exact same thing. Lifting the arm up, finding that midpoint, and just very calmly with your breath and good posture, move the staff from side to side, as this is going to be the point where we actually freeze or stall the staff for a moment. Now let's move it into some basic neck wraps. If you haven't gotten this trick yet, we'll provide a link to the tutorial in the video description. But with my right hand, pressing it over my left shoulder and around, catching it with my left hand and passing it back the opposite direction. Also, you can do it just simply by tossing it from the right hand over the right shoulder to the left and then back and forth this way. Just bouncing it back and forth, getting used to the muscle memory, and using your hand as kind of training wheels that your shoulder and side of your neck is going to be doing here in just a moment. So let's try that. Using one hand to steady it, lifting the opposite arm, press it to the other side, and then catch it, lifting the opposite arm. catching it in that little dip in between your neck and your shoulder with your arm raised, going from one side to the other, doing your best to keep the center of the staff rolling back to the center of your neck. Naturally, it'll become uneven, but just use your hand that grabs it to adjust until the muscle memory sets in. Now let's go for not catching it. So toss it and then lift up, and you might use your chin a little bit. I sometimes use my chin in order to grip that staff, keep it in place for a moment, and then swing it back in the opposite direction. Always adjusting a little bit. Make sure that you know that that center of the staff is going to be balanced on the back of your neck. Adjusting back and forth, tossing and going for not using your hands whatsoever. Notice how I turn and look the way that the staff is going and then press it back in the opposite direction. You don't want to be facing forward necessarily, or else that staff is going to clock you in the throat, and that's really their most sensitive point here. Once in a while you might hit yourself in the jaw a little bit too, but it's part of the practice. Now if you end up having too much slack in the front, why not try and do a in front of the body neck stall, bouncing it from one shoulder across the chest to the other shoulder. This is going to be a good way to actually do the entire neck wrap in time, putting these two pieces together. All right, and here's a little version in slow motion for a little bit more ease of your mirror neurons to pick up all of what's going on here. Remembering that a lot of what you learn is simply through visualization. So I'm catching it in between the side of my neck and my shoulder crease, rotating my body the opposite direction to create momentum, hitting that center point on the center of my neck, and then lifting up the opposite arm, once in a while catching it with my chin if I like to grip it, turning it to the desired amount before tossing it back in the opposite direction. It should feel good. This is fun. This is really an enjoyable trick and a good first stall for you to learn, a good first way to start getting familiar with contact staff. Just keep practicing, keep enjoying the process, and you'll build a muscle memory in no time. Once again, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for watching. If you need a staff or any props or anything flow arts related, head to sacredflowart.com/shop and get what you need there. And if you'd like to support us in creation of these videos, the quality and quantity of these tutorials, interviews, performances, and more on this journey driving around the world, please support us by becoming a patron by going to patreon.com/unite the world firsthand, or become a one-time donor at fullcirclephenomenal.com/support.